Hello everyone and welcome to lesson 14.2A. I've entitled this video Early Chinese History. This video is going to cover pages 440 to 441. Early East Asia. China's civilization is more than 4,000 years old. Throughout its history, Chinese civilization influenced the development of other East Asian countries. Early China. For many centuries until the early 1900s, rulers known as emperors or empresses governed China. A dynasty or line of rulers from a single family would hold power until it was overthrown. Then a new leader would start a new dynasty. Under the dynasties, China built a highly developed culture and conquered neighboring lands. And the picture on the right shows you the dynasties of China. Question number 1. How old is the Chinese civilization? More than 4,000 years old. Question 2. For many centuries in China, who were the people governed them? Who governed the people of China? People known as emperors or empresses. Question 3. What is a dynasty? A dynasty was a line of rulers from a single family that would hold power until they were overthrown. As their civilization developed, the Chinese tried to keep out foreign invaders. In many ways, this was easy. On most of China's borders, natural barriers such as seas, mountains, and deserts already provided protection. Still, invaders threatened from the north. To defend this area, the Chinese began building the Great Wall of China about 2,200 years ago. Over the centuries, the wall was continually rebuilt and lengthened. In time, it snaked more than 4,000 miles from the Yellow Sea in the east to the deserts of the west. And you can see it pictured up here, top right, you can see the map. It remains in place today. Question number 4. Why was it easy to defend most of China's borders? Because they had a lot of natural barriers like seas, mountains, and deserts that just formed a very easy protection border from those invaders. Question number 5. What did the Chinese build to protect their northern border? They built the Great Wall of China. Question 6. How many miles does the Great Wall cover? More than 4,000 miles. China's dynasties. The Shang was the first dynasty to leave written records. From the writings, we learn that the Shang took power about 1600 BC in the North China Plain. Like all succeeding dynasties, the Shang faced rebellions by local lords, attacks by Central Asian nomads, and natural disasters such as floods. When the government was stable, it could defend its people against some of these problems. Eventually, however, the dynasty weakened and fell. After the Shang, the Zhou dynasty ruled for about 800 years, beginning around 1045 BC. Under Zhou rule, Chinese culture spread, trade grew, and the Chinese began making iron tools. After the Zhou, powerful dynasties expanded China's territory. In the 200s BC, the Han united all of China and started building the Great Wall that exists today. Under the Han and Tang dynasties, traders and missionaries spread Chinese culture to all of East Asia. In the early 1400s, under the Ming dynasty, the naval explorer Zheng He reached as far as the coast of East Africa. The last dynasty of China, the Qing, ruled from the mid-1600s to the early 1900s. Question number 7. What was the Shang dynasty the first to do? To leave written records. Question number 8. What were 3 challenges that dynasties faced in China? They faced rebellions by local lords, attacks by Central Asian nomads, and natural disasters like floods. Question number 9. How long did the Zhou dynasty last? For about 800 years. Question number 10. What 3 things occurred under the Zhou dynasty? Number 1, their culture spread. Number 2, trade grew. And number 3, the Chinese began making iron tools. Question number 11. What were 2 main accomplishments of the Han dynasty? Number 1, they united all of China. And number 2, they started to build the Great Wall of China that still exists today. Question 12. How did China expand its influence under the Han and Tang dynasties, while their traders and missionaries spread it to all of East Asia? Question 13. What continent did China reach with an explorer in the early 1400s? They reached the coast of East Africa. So they reached Africa. And question 14, what was the last dynasty in China that ruled from the mid 1600s to the early 1900s? The Qing dynasty. Well, before we go, of course, I've got something for you. I have a Far Side cartoon. Circa 300 BC, the first barbarian invader reaches the Great Wall of China. Where did that come from? But I also have a bonus one. Now we'll see if that dog can get in here. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.